Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, I've got to shout out Jason C, man. I was watching Jason C's live, and he had this double barrel Pumpernickel Rye at cask strength from Midwest Spirits, chosen by Two Souls. Now, Two Souls, they are an independent bottling company, and they don't produce anything at the moment. Maybe they will in the future. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
Like I was saying in the intro, Two Soul Spirits, at the moment, they don't make any of their own stuff. They buy stuff from people, and then they go ahead and do certain things to it, and then they release it to us, the happy customer. Now, Two Souls bought a single barrel from Midwest Spirits, a Pumpernickel Rye. Now, that rye is a little bit of a different rye. It's actually a 4-grain. So when you get into the mash bill, it's 80% Pumpernickel Rye, 10% corn, 5% wheat, and 5% malted barley. They normally release it at 96 proof after 3 years. However, Two Souls was able to get a cask strength version, take that 4-year cask strength version, put it in a hazmat barrel for another year, and then release it to us. So this is what you have, and I'll give you the breakdown. So 126.7 proof. It is aged 5 years, comes out of Midwest Spirits. They are always transparent about everything they do. And those use hazmat rye barrels, I hope it adds flavor. I can't wait to get into this thing. Now, well, I'll say wait to get into it on camera. I have gotten into it off camera just to see if it was worthy of being on the channel, and you see where it's at. Let's get into the nose. All right, so the first thing that hits me is a little bit of oak. Almost like there's almost this, I want to say, like clean smell. It's weird. It's like I get oak, but then there's like this nice, clean, refreshing note on the nose, and I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. And at 127, almost 127 proof, no ethanol punch in the nose at all. Let's get into the palate. Oh wow. Dark fruits. It's nice on the palate. Not super rich, not super viscous in my opinion. It's nice on the palate. It's got dark fruits in it. There's a little bit of almost a milk chocolate note. There's almost like a light creamy vanilla, almost like the kind that's like in the middle of like the caramel chews. That's really good. I've got to get back into the nose of this thing and see if I can pull some more stuff out, because you guys know me. Every once in a while, I'm like bam, bam, bam on the nose before I get to the second sip, and this one is just like an oak and like this refreshing note. All right, let's get back into the nose. Okay, there we go. Now I'm starting to get like a deep brown sugar. Like a black tea. And that's pretty much it. I'm not even picking up the oak that I was in the beginning. A little bit of that vanilla starting to come across too. All right, let's get back into the palate. Really rich, deep, dark fruits up front, plums. I'm not getting raisins. It's sweet. It's sweet. Wow. That's a little bit of char from the mid to the back. A little bit, that vanilla cream is still there. It's not as prevalent as it was on the first sip. Really nice finish. It almost finishes with fruit and char too. Let's go back into it one more time. That's really nice, man. Now I'm starting to pick chocolate up on the front of the palate. So I'm getting chocolate on the front of the palate. I'm almost like Raisinets. Chocolate, plums. Oh man, that char, then dark chocolate on the back. You get that char across the back. This is really nice. I see why Jason C was acting the way he was acting, because I was watching this live and he was going through a couple of bottles, man. And when he got to this one and he checked the availability, he was like, yeah, there's still a lot left. Was it shared pour? I can't remember. I just remember the next day I said, if it's available, I'm going to order it. I'll try and put it up either in the description or up on the screen somewhere, the exact website that I got it from. But this thing is good, man. It's even now, I'm still picking up fruit notes. I'm actually picking up like a light, almost like a light citrus / pineapple note, like on the sides of the tongue now. This thing is taking me on a ride. All right, let's get into the breakdown. So, is this worth the chase? Now, I'm starting to become a little stingy with my chase-worthy bottles. This is online for, I believe, 99 bucks. So you'd have to go to the website. It's a single barrel. Once they're gone, they're gone. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I'm gonna say that I do recommend that you go out and get it. Is it worth the chase? I don't know if I'd be like saying that it's chase worthy, but it's definitely worth picking up. Is it worth retail? At 99 bucks, we all know cash strength picks, especially when it comes to the Elijah Craigs. Elijah Craigs normally run you around 89. I think that it's definitely worth the price that they're asking. 99 bucks, yes, that's a lot these days. I know it's 5 years. RYEs might not be for everybody. However, I would say that it drinks more leaning towards the bourbon side. It's not, I don't get any of those grassy notes. The only kind of rye note that I'm picking up is just, like I said, a touch of that citrus pineapple kind of coated the sides, which I like, and that black tea note that I was picking up in that. Who is it for? At 126.7 proof, I would say that it doesn't drink super hot to me, in my opinion. This is not my first drink of the day. This happens to be my second. My first drink was around, it was above 100 proof, like 105. Yeah, it was above 105, 105.4 to be exact. It was the James E. Pepper. So I would say that this is more for an intermediate to experienced bourbon drinker coming in at that proof. It does drink very well. I did not think it was rough at all. Will it always be on the bar? This is good enough that I know I'm probably going to sample it out. I'm going to try and keep it on the bar. I do see myself going back to this as it's a great pour. So I'm going to try and keep it on the bar, but I can't guarantee it. I'm going to put yes, when it comes to the slogan that I put across the bottom of the screen, but I am going to try and keep it on the bar. With that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.